Well, I sort of stumbled into the nonprofit world. I was a high school teacher and coach in Arkansas and loved it, and did my graduate work here in Northern Colorado and loved teaching students at the collegiate level. And while I was working at the university, I started teaching an English as a second language class at Right to Read Adult Education Center. It was just one night class. I sort of said yes, I would do it on a whim, and I fell in love with that work. I loved being a high school teacher. I never thought I would leave that classroom. I loved being a college professor. I never thought I'd leave that classroom. But working with English language learners just struck something deep inside of me where I was like, this is so relevant and so necessary, and it was so reciprocal. I just felt energized and exhausted all at the same time. So Right to Read was focused on English as a second language classes and citizenship preparation. And there was another organization in town, the Global Refugee Center, and they were also doing English classes specific for refugees. And they were doing a lot of case management and translation interpretation services. So we found that we were serving a lot of the same clientele, and in an effort to really not duplicate services and leverage resources, we entered into a partnership. The partnership started in 2016. By 2017, we became the Immigrant and Refugee Center of Northern Colorado. And I think our current programming and services are really a reflection of the absolute best that each agency was bringing to this community. And now we get to do it in this really holistic way. Our programming has expanded quite a bit. Education is really the core of what we do. So helping our clients become proficient in English and become United States citizens, if that's what they choose, that's a big part of what we do. But we also have a community navigation program, and our community navigators are from the respective communities that we serve. That's really crucial because they speak the language and understand the customs and cultural norms. The final part of what we do is advocacy. So that's really making sure that people have accurate information to make up their minds about how they feel about immigration and what they want for this community, and to really make sure that we help shape that narrative in a way that ultimately results in Northern Colorado being a more welcoming and inclusive place. We have students in 22 different cities across Colorado. We've got 4 locations. We're doing in-person and online services and programming. So the growth on the programmatic front has been so rewarding because there's so many pockets of need throughout the state of Colorado, and it's just amazing that we get to be a part of meeting those needs. A couple of the organizations I participate with are the Colorado Nonprofit Association. I get to serve on their board of directors. The other organization I might highlight that I participate in is the Colorado Workforce Development Council. And the biggest contribution I think I've made with the Workforce Development Council is to make sure that businesses are aware of our untapped resource of so talented immigrants and refugees. I wasn't really looking to leave IRC NOCO. I love this work. I love my team. I love the people we serve, and our community partners are amazing. But a friend of mine sent me a job description from the Weld Trust, and she said, I know you've never entertained these, but just read it because I think it aligns so much with your heart and your passion. And it's for a senior program officer position that's focused on workforce development. Change is always a risk, but I'm full of excitement to solve new problems and contribute to solutions and really just continue serving this community in a different capacity.